Alright, I figured I'd make this little video to kind of go through a normal day of doing kind of off-path skiing. First thing I should point out is it's never this kind of weather without it being cold, so that checks out. And now I just have to sit in the car for 40 minutes. Alright, the way that this binding works here is you can see this thing turns, and this mode here, doesn't lock your heel in. When it's turned like this, that one, those two pins lock into the back. After you ski one day, you forget to turn it around, and you leave it like that, and then you lock your toes in, and then you realize you have to undo your toes and take everything off again, and then flip these around so that you can start off without your toe locked in. It's always good to have to undo everything and then do it again, just to make sure you're on your game for the day. Alright, so you're out on the trail, you've hit the trail, you're heading uphill, and you just want to take a look down and make sure you've left at least one of your pockets open. I like to do this, it's a fun little experiment. You can kind of drop things along in the winter, and then it forces you to come back in the spring and look for them. It's a bit of a scavenger hunt. So it's not really a tip, but one thing that's noteworthy regarding backcountry skiing is you never want to give any sort of identifying information about where you're skiing. And what happens is the snowboarders will come and they'll take all your powder and they'll mash it all up and make it all crappy. At that point, you might as well just go to you might as well go curling or play hockey or something. Let me show you something pretty cool. Now, these bindings are equipped with instant high heels. You just gotta, it's pretty easy, you just instantly turn it, and then just spin it around. You just get at it from the other way. Oh, there we go. Easy. It's so easy. All right, here's a technical skill tip. You're gonna see this telephone pole here buried in the sand, and you're gonna want to use a lot of caution around these because your skis can really slip, and it's a good way to slip down the slope and bump your head. Well, one thing that comes up a lot is particularly in the east is avalanche danger, and you can see right here it's real. I mean, this could have wiped me out today. I walk away from it, but you can see all this jumbled up snow here. It really could have been a day that was a lot longer than I intended it to be. Well, I just figured out all the videos didn't record in dual camera, so no one got to see my face. It's really beautiful weather today. It's a real Blueboy day. So here's a technical skill. You're coming up here, and now you got trees, right? And you got to turn. You got to go back the way you came from. So how do you do that, right? How do you make that happen? So I'm going to show you a little something called a kickstand, and easy name to remember because you stand and you want to just kick your foot around like that, and you go into kind of a spread weasel kind of stance, and then you're going to bring the other one around like that, and then you're good. You're going back the way you came from, except now you're going uphill. Here's a full send right there. I don't think I'm going to be sending that. I don't have enough postage, I don't think. Okay, time for another kickstand. Okay. This spread a weasel and then right around like that. Easy. I know I already said it, but this is one hell of a Blueboy day. It's amazing. It's really great up here. Going uphill for a while, you're gonna probably get kind of dehydrated. I like these things. Keep you hydrated. My favorite thing about these though is it's a little bit of a timed hydration. You know, once you start going up the mountain, you'll notice that the cold weather just freezes it solid. And at that point, you know that you've been out in the elements too long and you should head back. Another thing I like to do with these is take the hose and shove it down here in your shirt like that. And you know, as it's in there, the water will slowly trickle down into your inner jacket area and keep your skin moist. I haven't been out on a Blueboy day like this in a while. Speaking of Blueboys, there's one over there in that tree. Blueboy bird. I don't know if you can see him. They love to be out on days like this, which is where it gets its name. Might be maybe a moose or a bear. That's a squirrel, actually. Never mind. When you come out of the trees here near the summit, especially on a Blueboy day like this, the sun can be very bright, and really the best way to get your eyes adjusted to the brightness is to leave your sunglasses in your backpack, in your jacket pocket that you took off at the bottom of the mountain, and you really are kind of forced into just kind of dealing with it at that point. One thing that comes up a lot is, you know, taking the skins off your skis. How do you do it? What's the best way to do it? I'll show you one trick that I use. Okay, so, you know, I know there's going to be a lot of people kind of saying, well, that's not fair. You know, you didn't show us how to put the helmet on, put your sunglasses on, get them out of the bag, put your gloves on, buckle up your boots, tighten your boots, take a whiz, put your GoPro on, get your stuff out of your backpack. But hopefully I can go through those things in another tutorial. All right, real important here. Got the GoPro on the ski pole. You want to make sure you don't do this at a resort. You could skewer, you know, like a noob or a snowboarder in the back. So you don't want to do that. But out here it's fine. And besides, out here, you know, you definitely want to bring one of these with you. You know, I haven't seen anyone all day, so you know, really no one even knows that I'm here. So I have to make sure that I have some evidence I can prove to people on the internet that I was even skiing today. Oh geez, my boot's not locked in. As you're kind of heading down through the terrain, is that you'll notice that there's two major types of trees out here. There's these ones right here that lose their leaves, and those are deciduous trees. And then we have other ones that are more like this Christmas tree here, and these are carnivorous trees. And the thing with the carnivorous trees is they tend to grow on the north side of the mountain, and they also grow at the bottoms down in the swamps around this area. And then they also grow at very high elevations. Not so much around here, this mountain's too small, but so just a good kind of tip. A little bit of natural science, I suppose, biology. You got the carnivorous trees and the deciduous trees like this. All right, so there you have it. Solid run. Got to take the boots off now. Normally it's nice to sit down on this, but I really don't want to get mud butt. When you're way back in the backcountry like this, you know, you pretty much, the worst thing you can do is not be a local. So when you're driving along, you just want to make sure you're just kind of, hey, what's up, waving to people. I like to just make up names for people too, like Hank or Jedediah or Bart, and you know, you just kind of casually greet them. That way, you know, you kind of fit in. Everyone thinks, oh yeah, he probably lives around here, he probably lives around here. You definitely do not want to go into an area like this and have out-of-state plates, particularly New Jersey. No, definitely don't want that. So just you know, you can get a old set of plates at a garage sale, throw them on your car, and, you know, pretty quick way to solve that problem. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned a few things along the way.